for the 9-5 work together, we begin by totaling the cash payments journal. So on the last day of the month, 31 days in October, we write totals. And then we need to go through and add up all our columns. So I've already done that, the total general debit column. Nothing in the credit column, so we'll put a 0. There are our totals. That is step number 1. Step number 2, we need to post the cash payment journal lines. So we're going to go line by line. Notice that we have the accounts payable ledger with our company names, and then we have the general ledger with our general accounts. So our first transaction was to utilities expense. So we'll go into utilities expense. And we had a debit of 124. So down here in our general ledger, our utilities expense, we need to record all our information from the journal. October 2nd, a debit of 124. So October 2nd, it's coming from cash payments journal, page 10, so CP10, a debit of 124. So we have a debit, our balance was a debit, so if we have a debit and a debit, we need to add 948.59 plus 124. Our new balance is 1,072.59. Last step, take account number 6,170, back up into our journal. And that is how we'll proceed to post line by line into each specific account. Once we have posted to each individual account, we have an account number on every row, we need to post our totals. So underneath the general columns, we could just put a check mark. We do not need to post those totals because we've already posted those numbers individually into the individual accounts. But we do need to post our column, our special column totals. So the first one, accounts payable debit, $2,066. So we go to our accounts payable. We're the 31st of the month, cash payments journal number 10. And we had a debit of $2,066. So our balance was previously a credit. If they're different, so a debit and a credit, we need to subtract. $10,783.53 minus our debit of $2,066. Our new balance is a credit because that's the bigger number. The credit was the bigger number, $8,717.53. Last step, take account number 210, 2,110, back up into our accounts payable column, showing that we've posted that total. You'll do the same thing for the purchase discount credit and the cash credit amount. The final step, step 4 of our 9-5 work together, we need to post each of these individual amounts, bring them from our accounts payable ledger into our schedule of accounts payable. So it's simply transferring the numbers from the ledger into the schedule of accounts payable. So our Coastal Company balance, $2,230.88. That's coming directly from the accounts payable ledger. Gray Manufacturing, the balance for Gray Manufacturing is 0. So their balance is 0. So you can put a 0 there, leave it blank. Pacific Supply. Pacific Supply has a balance of $4,177.65. Westland Supply has a balance of $566. Yeatman Designs. Expand their ledger. They have a balance of $1,743. And then that is all of our accounts. So now we need to add those up. So each account balance is transferred from the ledger into our schedule of accounts payable. And the total of all those numbers is $8,717.53. So that is our schedule of accounts payable. Simply transferring the numbers from the ledger into our schedule of accounts payable. And that is Chapter 9.